Hi guys, it's Marcus here. So Travis and I, we did some development on drones last week, and here's basically the scenario. So what we wanted to do is like take this DJI drone and do some chocolate delivery in the neighborhood. So we had to come up with like a payload loader. So it's basically what we use is a box and a servo to basically put the chocolate in here and then open it and have it closed on demand. So let me show you what we did here. So this is basically a prototype I just rebuilt here. So it's just a Raspberry Pi. I'm gonna show you the wiring in a minute. And here is the prototype. So we had to like build a little interface here, and what happened is this would be underneath the drone, and it would just then, you could just open it and close it. Very simple. Okay, so let's go back and let me show you how we did this. So let me just make this minimize this. So here's the overall scenario. So there's a payloader on the drone, and then there's the chocolate. And what we did is we used this Raspberry Pi here, and I just hooked up some cables, and I'll show you the wiring. And then we have the Raspberry Pi listening via an MQTT client to commands. And we registered the guy on the IoT platform. So all I had to do is basically in Bluemix, and I used the IoT starter pack, which comes with Node-RED, a cloud and database, and the IoT platform. And then in the IoT platform, we registered a device, and we need the token and device for this. And yeah, and then once we have that, we need to create a controller program on the Raspberry Pi, and I'll show you how we did this here. So there is a GitHub where I put the code, most of the code anyway. The code is consisting of two GitHubs or projects, a merge of them. So what I did is basically, so here's the program running. I just cloned both of those directories. So you would just clone them like this one here. That might take a while. And then I cloned the other one as well, and then I copy them into each other after I run mtn install. Alternatively, you can download this package. It's a merge, and put it in one of them, and it should download all the dependencies. One thing you have to do is you have to register a device here. So I registered already a drone type. So we're just gonna register a new device, my drone Pi 3, and what that does, it's gonna give us a token and the credentials we need. So these credentials we need in a second, and then we go back to our GitHub here. My drone connection is a little slow, or my my Raspberry Pi connection. Okay, so here I have both of those directories cloned. I would run an npm install on them, which we don't need here because I did that already. So, and then I would copy them into each other. So I did that here. So this is basically what we need here is you copy from my repository this file, the IoT2 IoT.js, and the device. And in this device thing, we need to update this device credentials with the credentials from the Watson IoT. So we need this token here. So I will just go here nano device JSON. Nope. Nano. And then I have to change this token here. So now that should be it. And so this program is running now. So the other thing we have to do is, well, it's ready to be run, and we can just run it. Let's just run it. So you have to do a sudo node to iot.js. No, did not connect, not authorized. Why not? Did I make a mistake? Let's go back. Token is there. Oh, it's 3. Yes. So now our Raspberry Pi should be connected, and it's connected. So if we go here, we should see messages coming in, and you can go from you can take this Node-RED flow here, copy this, open Node-RED, create a new folder, import this, boom, deploy. So we should see messages coming in here, and what we need to do is the device ID is called my drone pi 3. So we can send commands down to this pi. So that should be it. So this guy is now listening for commands, and if we get the right command, he should be able to react. So the other thing we have to do is we have to do the wiring on the Raspberry Pi. So it's really just, there's 3 wires on this. One is the data one, which goes to pin, I think we put that on pin 26, and then it's just ground and power. And then if you take these little, servos, you just plug these guys accordingly to the colors. Red is power, other brown is, and then that's it. So now we have this guy connected with the Pi, and all we have to do now, we should see this is listening. So if we go back to our Node-RED, and if I send a message now, so you see this guy, and then we can also use our little UI. Oh, it should do it. There's probably another, sorry. It's 2 UIs. That's the same thing. That's basically the setup. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, we got the Node-RED flow. It's all in the GitHub. There's a little UI we created. I used Node-RED UI. All it does is, if you look here, it basically, it takes the messaging or the buttons in and out and basically puts them here, and we create a little MQT or JSON message, which we then shoot to the controller program on the node on the Raspberry Pi. So that's basically it. Okie doke. If you have questions, let me see where we are here. Here's the links to the GitHubs and Servo motor. And if you have questions, let us know. Send me an email and or a tweet, and we go from there. Okay, have fun. Talk to you another time. Ciao.